I'm gonna try to get some work done on this generator shed. It was a temporary structure that was already here when we bought the place. And we modified it a little bit to bring it over here. And yeah, now we're just gonna actually put a peaked roof on it, build some doors, and get it to be a little more functional. Hang off of there. Oh, that's it for those. This baby up here. Ooh, heavy too. Soaking wet. Now, I just want to determine what pitch I want on this roof. Nothing in particular. I just put this board up and it's straight up and down, exactly halfway between the two, and both surfaces are plumb and level. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball an angle on here. So something maybe like that. I've got half of my pitch. Now I'm going to take it apart, bring it into the shop, lay out a jig, and build some trusses. So I've been working on my template, sort of. It's not really a template, it's just more of a diagram. So what I've decided, this is going to be my template piece. I just took a piece that I had together out there, drew it out on here, transferred all the numbers from this side over to this side, cut my angles, and this piece fits perfectly on both sides. So this is going to be our template for the 2x4s, and I think we're going to put some gussets up to hold everything up. Cut a bird's mouth in there, but I don't know if we're actually going to use that or not. That is yet to be determined. So now I'm cutting gussets that are going to basically, they're at the top like this, and you put them on like this, and that keeps your trusses together so that everything stays firm and rigid. Just took my template, marked this out. I'm going to cut a couple. Lay them out on my template. Take one of my gussets. Now, throw in a bunch of nails. Two more. Okay. Trusses are built.
How are you putting these?
I think, yeah. And if the door is going to sit flush on here, we're just going to go straight across with the boards, right? Sort of almost like we know what we're doing.
That's better.
I think that's it for now. Got our supports on the front. And yeah, I think it's supper time.
Yep. Beer 30.
Beer 30. Still working on the generator shed. Slow going when you gotta do it by yourself, but yeah, so be it. We've got some rough cut pine that we picked up at a mill here on the island. I'm going to start cutting it to enclose the generator shed. We need 4-foot lengths. 48 inches. So I already have the door built. It's going to be the full front of this. But one thing I noticed after I had this put on, I made the door to the full height. So when you open the door, it's going to hit this. So I'm going to have to cut the door down 2 inches, I think, and that should be good. And when Jeff gets, oh yeah, then I have to put a cross support here as well. Take this off, that's just a temporary thing. Put a cross support here to accommodate the pine that's going to go on the front, and the back already has one, so I don't need to do that. Just a basic door like every other door I've built. You know, frame around the outside. Got this little door that we added in here to be able to open up for the generator exhaust. Latch that, a couple of hinges. But I have to take 1.5 inches off the top. So I'm going to flip this monster over because it's pretty heavy, and readjust the top. Now, let's see if I can do this without hurting myself. Ready? There. So now what I have to do is have to take all this off and cut it down about 1.5 inches all the way across. So I have to remove everything from here. Ow! And then get a straight edge on there and cut it. Ready?
Yeah.
You want to switch sides, babe?
Huh?
You want to go inside?
No, I'm here now. Why'd you put this thing so far back?
Train.
Ah!
What do we got? Let's do a quick garden update. It's been a while since I've shown you my garden, and a lot has happened since last time you saw it. First thing I did was get the water system hooked up so that I can actually water my garden. So we've got the tank, and I put this on, this plastic on, because I don't have an overflow valve on my tank. And the water will just flow down, overflow over this, and run down the side of the tank without eroding all the gravel underneath. So that's just a temporary fix, so we get the overflow done. And I've got my connection all set up here. It's long and it's kind of crazy, but that's what you got to do to get down from a 2-inch hole down to a hose valve. So that's what we got for now. We're going to eventually get the overflow put in here, remove this valve, just put an overflow straight up here like this. But that's what we got for now. Hi.
Hi.
What can I do for you?
Wondering what you're doing. I heard talking.
Oh.
It's hot.
It's very hot.
I'm testing batteries. That's why I have the gloves on.
So I've got 100 feet of hose that runs out into the garden. And yeah, it just runs. We got really good water flow out of the tank too, so that's really excellent. And yeah, move my temporary gate. Everything is temporary at this point still. But yeah, I mean, this thing has gone crazy in the last 2 weeks. So let's have a look. Start over here with my carrots. I just watered last night, so my carrots are coming up pretty decent. Tomatoes. And a couple of basil plants. I lost one. I had one right there, but it died. I've got 6 pepper plants, yellow peppers, cauliflower. Getting some bugs are eating them a little bit, but I just check the backs. Look for bugs. Taking them all off already. So, oh, there's one right there. I just squash it. Zucchini. I think I should have left a little more room for my zucchini because it's gonna get huge, I think. That from my daughter. But yeah, it's got the male blossoms are coming on. Oh, there's a female right there. So you can tell the difference. Male blossoms have just got stems on them. Female blossoms have got a little baby zucchini on them. And my beans, these are yellow beans. They're starting to get nice flowers on them. They should start producing soon. Green beans. I'm not sure about these things. There's no sign of flowers or anything yet, but they're growing really tall. They're supposed to be bush beans, so I'm not sure what's going on with those. And some onions. My brother just had some left over, so he gave me what he had left. And they're doing quite well. And just to fill up some space, I put in some marigolds, daisies, and black-eyed Susans. They're doing alright. Some parts are doing better than others. More weeds. And I've got some lettuce. My snap peas back here, they didn't come up very well, so I'm gonna have to build a pea trellis. Iceberg lettuce and romaine lettuce. Cucumbers. Got a gazillion cucumbers on here. They're all just gonna trail down over here. Red cabbage, because we love red cabbage. I don't know if you remember the beds that I did up top, my garden that I had last year. We just bought some squash, butternut squash, acorn squash, and spaghetti squash. And I kept the seeds from them. And I don't know what I'm going to get. They might be cross-pollinated. I have no idea. But yeah, they're growing like mad. This one's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on with this one. If anybody knows what that is, let me know. Potatoes got planted late, but we only want them so we can have some new potatoes. But potatoes are cheap to buy, so we're not worried about storing potatoes. So we just want them so we can dig our own new potatoes every once in a while. So, and that's what it looks like right now. I mean, it's just gone nuts. Oh yeah, and the fence. Went away for a few days. So he wanted something to at least try to stop the deer from getting in the garden. So we just took scraps of whatever we had laying around, a strapping and some bits of cedar and all kinds of stuff. Just whipped up this temporary fence, but just on the back, because I've got the fishing line. Got the fishing line all across the front here. So this actually is going to work out quite well. I think we're going to, this is what we're going to do around the back of the garden, and just put the hog wire fencing up along this side, do the hog wire up here, and keep the cedar fence at the back here, because I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. Oh yeah, well, deer stayed out of my garden, which was great, But they kind of had a little snack on our raspberries here. Right here. They ate that one right down to the nub. This one too. Here's a little bit more here that they chewed up. So now we're gonna have to get something to enclose our raspberries too. I have no idea what we're gonna do with that. What are you doing over here, man?
Well, tested some batteries. I got them from my brother from the golf course. We're going to use them to run the lights, so we don't have to run the generator this time of year. We just want to go in. I'm going to have it set up so we can just flick the lights on. They're all LED lights, so they won't take too much. But yeah, these batteries were hurting. They were low. Like one cell wasn't any water on it. So I've topped them all up, tested them all. 2 of these test way over because there's not enough water in them. That one I didn't bother testing that one because it's just, and hopefully what I'm going to do is equalize all these batteries and put them all on a bank and get them to come back to life. We'll see. I'll show you as we go. Put a panel up, and just one panel I think, and a little charge controller, and see how it works. It's the plan anyways.
It should work. You're pretty ingenious.
I'll just show you a little thing I made over here too.
Oh yeah.
Just to
let's go see.
it's just a rad fan from what is it? A 05 Honda Civic, and our crawl space is insulated, but it always seems to have a lot of moisture in it. So on the other far corner, I put in a vent, and then this side I made a board and then put this thing in here, and this just is running, there's no batteries involved in this, it's just running straight off this 40-watt panel, and that's, you can obviously see, I don't know if you can hear it, I'll let you listen to it. Don't get in the way of the panel, yeah. Shut it off. Yeah, and it's actually moving a decent amount of air. It doesn't have to, and then it just runs when the sun comes out.
So block,
and then I'll block this panel, and it just shuts right off.
And then he unblocks the panel, and it starts back up.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's so friggin' hot, we got out the air conditioner. Yeah, we just pulled out the generator. 6 generator down there. Air conditioner for a couple hours in the evening, so at least we can sleep decently. Like, the house isn't that hot because it's well insulated, but if you get a few days of hot sun, it starts to warm up in there. So just running that for a couple hours in the evening does a fine job to cool the house down.